Jai Hind, my dear student. Today we are going to learn about loops coding in Python. Okay, so first topic is concept of loops. So suppose your sport instructor instruct you to run and take 5 rounds of the playground to warm up. Okay, as you all warm up when you go in the playground. So before you starting running, you fix a starting point, and on reaching the starting point again you complete 1 round. Okay, then you take the second round and so on. So this way you keep a track of the number of rounds until the process of taking rounds gets completed. Okay, so similarly when coding, there are situations when you have to repeat one or more statement many times. This repetition can be carried out using loops. Okay, so now let's us understand the concept of looping. Okay, so the first is iterative statement. So iterative statements, these statements that keeps on repeating themselves as long as given condition is true are called iterative statements or repetitive statement. As soon as the condition becomes false, the loop terminates, and these are also called the looping statements or simply loops. An iterative statement is based on 3 basic steps. So first is initializing a start value, that is initial value, example x is equal to 0. And second is a test condition, example like x is equal to 5. And third step is a step value, increment or decrement, example x is equal to x plus 1. So every loop works with the help of variable known as control variable. Okay, so initial value is assigned to the control value like x is equal to 0. Then the control variable is used to check the condition which specifies the number of repetition of the loop. Finally, the step value of the control variable is defined. The step value changes the current value of the control variable. In Python, there are 2 types of iterative statements. First is while loop and second is for loop. So we will study one by one each loop. Okay, so first is while loop. So what is while loop? A while loop is a control flow statement that execute code repeatedly as long as given condition is true. It is also known as a pre-tested loop because it is often used when the number of iteration is not known. Okay, the while loop has 4 main steps. First is initialization. It provides initial value for the loop control variable, and initialization is done before the beginning of the while loop. For example, a is equal to 10, and here a is the control variable. Second statement is condition or test expression. This statement checks whether the loop body will be further executed or not. The loop keeps on executing until the condition is true. Otherwise, the loop is terminated. Like for example, a is less than 20. So when this condition will be true, the statement will be terminated. Third is loop body. So it contains a set of statements which are executed each time the loop condition is true. Therefore, the loop body contains the statements that are to be repeated. Okay, this loop body will repeat it again and again when we are executing set of statements. Okay, and the fourth is step value. This value helps to update the value of control variable every time the loop execute. For example, a is equal to a plus 1. Here is the syntax like initialization of control variable, while, then condition, and loop body, and last is stepping value of control variable. Okay. Okay, so we will study the second loop, that is a for loop. The for loop is used when you are sure about how many times a loop body will be executed. It is also known as a definite loop. In Python, the working of for loop is based on various operations, operators and functions. Okay, the syntax is given on the screen, like for variable in sequence, loop body, that statement that is to be executed, or it can be for, then variable name, in range, initial value, final value and step value. Okay, and then the loop body that is to be executed. So now we will learn about membership operator. So membership operators in Python are used to test whether a value or variable is found in a sequence like string or list. So there are two membership operators. First is in and second is not in. The in operator is used to check if a given value exists in the sequence or not. It evaluates to true if it finds a value in the specified sequence, else it will return false. Okay, so to check whether a number entered by the user is present in the given list or not. Okay, so we will check it. And next is the not in operator. So not in operator is used to check if a given value does not exist in the sequence or not. Okay, it evaluates to true if the value is not in the sequence. If the value exists in the sequence, then it returns false. And third is infinite loop. Okay, so an infinite loop or endless loop is a sequence of instructions in a computer which loops endlessly. It happens either due to the loop having no terminating condition or the condition that can never be met. If the control variable does not get updated to a final value, then the condition remains true forever and the loop continuously infinitely execute. Okay, and the last is loop else. So a for loop or while loop can be an optional else block as well. The else part is executed if the loop terminates normally. If all the values in the sequence get used in a standard way without the loop being forcefully terminated, both the loops for and while loop can use the else part. However, it is not mandatory to have an else block with the for loop. It is just a secure way to check that the loop has terminated normally. Thank you students for watching the video. Please do like and subscribe. Jai Hind.